The Beach FM Business Lunch Show, brought to you by PlaceMakers Kapiti Horowhenua. Together we're building New Zealand.
You're back on the Business Lunch Show with Damian on Beach FM, and let's talk to the Deputy Chair of KEDA now. It's Glen Olsen. G'day, Glenn.
Yeah, hi there. Hi, Damian.
How are you doing at this time, my friend?
Yeah, I'm doing really good, actually. And yourself?
Yeah, very well. Keeping busy, I guess you got to. Hey, you are the Deputy Chair of KEDA. We had Liz on a couple weeks ago. We got to know her a bit better. So I just, instead of me jabbering on about what you've done, we'll get to know you a bit better and your history.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I grew up in the area. I was actually born in the hospital here when there was a hospital, and spent my life in Kapiti. And I left in my mid-20s and went into Europe and spent about 20 years or close to 20 years over there before returning here a few years ago with my young family. At the end of it, I've been around and I couldn't think of anywhere better than Kapiti to actually come back and, to bring up my children.
Exactly. Hey, mate, you have amazing skills and expertise in your business world with your various backgrounds, sustainability, product management. Where did it all begin for you?
That's a really good question. To begin with, I started off right at the bottom, actually. I started off working for Hannah's years ago when Awesome. They had a big head office in Wellington. And, I started off right at the bottom and I progressed through there. And, over the years, I've always been a techie at heart. But what I realised was that what I really enjoy doing is, helping people and helping businesses. And that's what makes me happy. So that's really where I came from. I thought, well, what can I do that I can, put my loves of technology and business together to help people? And I've had a number of, businesses where that's exactly what I've, always done, is help people and, help them in different ways. Sustainability, as we said, is a big importance to me in more than one way. Sustainability, you can look at it as the planet, which is really important, how we deal with waste and the resources we take out of it. But sustainability is also in business itself. A business must be sustainable financially and look after its people for it to succeed as well. So all of those, things are what I put together and where I really concentrate in, helping other people and to, positive change. I like to help people, to make a positive difference in their business.
Awesome. Well, you've, I'm sure, seen a lot of people out there over the last few weeks adjusting to change themselves with their businesses. What sort of issues and challenges have you seen out there for the local businesses?
I think at the core of it, it's quite obviously the biggest problem businesses have right now is cash flow. The expenses are still coming in, but their revenue has gone away. And, we've had things like the wage subsidy, and, that's great, but that's not paying the bills. It's helping us keep our employees, but my concern is what's going to happen. That's not going on forever, and, soon that money will run out, and what's going to happen then. So I think, at the end of the day, that is the core issue today. It is, cash flow. It's about, we're still got the expenses coming in. We've got the rent. We will have the wages. We've got all our utilities. And, there's stock as well. And, there's stock which businesses have sitting on the shelves. Some of that could be perishable. And, not only that, some of it's been bought on credit and, that will have to still be paid for.
It's definitely made us think of what we need and what we don't need at the moment, hasn't it?
It has. I mean, I think, for myself, I have spent less over the last, month than I have in many years. And in a funny way, I would say that over time I found that I'm missing less than I would have expected to. So, yeah, it's funny how it goes. And, in a way, I think for a lot of people, coming out of this is going to be quite scary. They have learnt things about themselves they didn't know. And suddenly, it's going to go back to, start heading back to normality, let's hope. And, it's another change again.
Yeah, well, it's almost the restart that a lot of us needed, and including, as you mentioned before, the earth healing itself.
It is, yeah, it is. And I would say I was the same. I was been sitting here and I had, my business, which was in the UK, and I decided to close it down because it was just becoming too hard for me to run long distance, and the hours and everything else. And I started myself a new business, but that relied on actually my customer base would have been in America and in the UK, and of course they've been as well. And that meant to me that I have had to reevaluate everything that I was planning, and then what I was doing, and I've got to spend a lot more time with my children and everything else. So, there's been negatives, but there's also a lot of positives that I think are coming out of there for people as well, if they have dealt with it in the right way.
Let's talk about the business support network now. You guys launched that a couple of weeks ago to help businesses in the area. How has that gone for you guys?
Yeah, it's going really well. The feedback we're getting is very positive and supportive. We've got a number of, really fantastic both professionals and businesses who have signed up to offer help. And, a lot of these businesses are offering free consultancy, or, of course, there's this COVID-19 is government funded, where businesses can get government funding for services through a lot of our members, which is really important. So I think what I'm finding is everybody we're talking to who joined up members and offering to help the businesses, they have a real passion for this area, for the region, and that's clear, and they want it to succeed, and they want to help all the businesses to succeed, because at the end of the day, these businesses are the heart of our community, and for us to, get the most out of our community, we need to succeed.
Too true. And lastly, Glen, what are your thoughts on the current economic climate over the next coming week with the changes from level 2 to level 3, level 3 to level 2?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think, to be honest, a number of people out here are not being proactive enough. A number of businesses are not being proactive. There may be a little bit much of that Kiwi attitude of, all be okay. Yeah. And that's a bit of a concern to me. I think, businesses need to start dealing with it today and even before today. So these, don't wait until the money is right. Make sure you get support as soon as possible. And, that means, I think marketing is really important. Make sure your people know about your business, what your business is doing. And, social media and stuff is really important here. Stuff like, Sarah Ferguson's online market is a good example. Make sure not only that you've put your business there, but make sure that you keep going back there and contributing to it. Putting content there so people, see your business. Examples I can think of would be like, highlighting one of your products or doing promotions and just posting every few days so that, people see your business in the forefront, and I think if, people do that, if they can address it now and, make sure they got the marketing, then they will have a good chance of coming out of this positively.
Oh, absolutely. And there's way more tools available now than say, 2008 when we were rebuilding then.
Exactly, it is. And I think what it's also shown is the importance of, being online. And I would say that New Zealand businesses have been quite slack on going online, and that they felt they didn't need to. So I'm hoping this will be a bit of a wake-up for a lot of businesses, for them to realise, how important it is for their online presence. Because, we didn't expect this to happen, and we don't know what's going to come up in the future. And, online is a long-term thing. What a lot of businesses have found, they thought, well, we'll suddenly go online. But, honestly, the businesses that are doing well online are the ones that already had a presence online. Yeah. So if you're not online now, then get online. It's not a short-term thing, but in the mid to long term, it's going to be essential for the survival of many businesses to, put that focus and get their presence online.
Absolutely. And Glen, the information where anyone can find you guys, if they're thinking you guys have many skilled professionals that are part of this thing, so where can they find you as part of the Business Support Network? That's
right. So the easiest place to find us is our website, and you can go to or businesssupportnetwork.nz. Both of those work. You can also find us on Facebook. So we have 2 pages on Facebook. We have the Business Support Network Kapiti and Business Support Network New Zealand. So I would recommend, go onto Facebook and follow and like either or both of those pages, and then you'll be kept up to date with, all the latest information and professionals and stuff. And if you're looking for help, we do have all these fantastic people who have signed up to offer help. Again, go to bsn.nz and just have a look at the directories there, and you'll see everything people have on offer, and, including which ones are offering free consultancy and other services.
Thank you so much for your time today, Glenn. All the best over the coming weeks with the levels, changes, etc. And we'll catch up soon to see how everything's going for you guys.
Yeah, thanks. And it's been my pleasure to talk with you.